Jason Kelce spilled the beans about an unforgettable 4th of July celebration at Taylor Swift's sprawling Rhode Island mansion during the latest episode of the New Heights podcast, dropped on July 8th. In the background, Jason painted a vivid picture of a cozy, chaotic, and heartwarming family gathering at the pop superstar's seaside estate. He and his wife Kylie had packed up their kids for what they thought would be a low-key holiday, only to find themselves swept into a night of laughter, dancing, and unexpected bonding. The kids were darting across the lush green lawn, splashing water and squealing with delight, while the moms, including Taylor's mother, Andrea, lounged on the balcony, swapping stories over glasses of chilled wine. Meanwhile, the dads, emboldened by a few extra drinks, transformed the dining table into an impromptu dance floor, complete with clumsy moves and roaring laughter. Jason's voice brimmed with amusement as he recounted how Andrea Swift, with surprising finesse, led him in a twirling dance circle, outshining his own awkward steps. "She danced better than me, no question," he admitted, sparking a cackle from Travis. When Travis pressed for more details, Jason didn't hold back, describing how the evening morphed into a mini spectacle with a small orchestra playing. In the background, twinkling lights strewn across the garden, and Taylor herself weaving through the crowd, serving drinks with a warm grin. Travis, pretending to be exasperated, asked if there was video proof of Jason's dance floor antics, to which Jason groaned that Kylie had captured every second but was holding the footage hostage. She said, "I'd have to clean our house for 2 weeks to get her to delete it," he laughed. Subscribe to hear more wild stories like this, Jason tossed in, still chuckling as the podcast rolled on. The clip went viral on social media, with fans swooning over the heartfelt connection between the Kelce and Swift families, marveling at the genuine joy in Travis and Taylor's relationship. Jason dove deeper into the story, recounting the moment. They pulled up to Taylor's mansion, the iron gates swinging open to reveal a vibrant garden buzzing with music drifting from the backyard. Taylor, standing in the kitchen doorway, apron tied around her waist and wielding a wooden spoon, greeted them with a booming, "The Kelces are here." Her enthusiasm sent Jason's daughters, Bennett and Ellie, into a frenzy of excitement, racing toward her across the grass. Taylor scooped up Bennett, spinning her in a playful whirl, while Ellie latched onto Travis, demanding he tell her princess stories. Travis, laughing, teased Jason for throwing him under the bus, as the instant babysitter the moment he stepped off the plane. "Your kids are pros at running the show," Travis said, recalling how they bossed everyone around with infectious energy, erasing any sense of formality. What struck Jason most was the down-to-earth vibe that defined the night. No one acted like a celebrity. It was just cold beers, shared stories, and endless laughter. Donna Kelce and Andrea Swift emerged as the party's heart and soul, teaming up to decorate the table with red, white, and blue accents, and firing up the grill for a feast of burgers and hot dogs. They even sparked a spontaneous apple pie baking contest, trading playful jabs as they rolled out dough. Jason chuckled, recalling how the two moms shot mock glares whenever he and Travis sneaked toward the cooler for drink refills. Travis, listening to Jason's vivid play-by-play, admitted he hadn't seen his brother this happy since his wedding day. "Hearing you talk about Taylor and her family, it's like we've known them forever," Travis said, his voice softening. He shared how Taylor, watching Jason bounce around the yard with his daughter, leaned over and whispered, "Your brother is really cute and sweet. I get why you love your family so much." Jason, blushing but laughing, jokingly demanded to know if anyone had jotted down Taylor's compliment so he could slap it on a t-shirt. The night took a hilarious turn when Jason, decked out in a garish floral shirt and lead sunglasses, found himself freestyling on a mini stage Taylor had set up in the garden. With a pop anthem blaring, Jason couldn't recall which one, clapped as the crowd, kids and adults alike, cheered him on. Kylie, standing nearby, recorded every second her laughter, audible in the background. "I begged her to delete it 3 times, Jason groaned, but she just laughed and said, "Not unless you clean my house for 2 weeks. So, I gave up." Travis, still cackling, called the video watchable but embarrassing, while Jason revealed Taylor was planning to turn the footage into a playful gift for him. The next morning, Jason woke early and wandered to the backyard with his daughter, where he found Taylor still in pajamas with her hair in a messy bun. Brewing coffee for the house. Handing him a steaming mug, she said, "You should try this. Travis loves it." Jason paused, struck by her effortless warmth. Here was one of the world's biggest stars, unpretentious and thoughtful, just being herself. Travis, grinning, told Jason he was lucky to know her, but Jason shook his head. "No, you and your family are lucky. And so am I," he said, his voice thick with affection. The podcast wrapped with Jason raising a beer to the camera, declaring that happiness was dancing under fairy lights with his family on a pop star's lawn, someone he now saw as a... Travis, roaring with laughter, teased that Taylor would hear that, and Jason was done for. Jason just shrugged, grinning, saying he hoped so. The episode's warmth and humor captivated fans who flooded social media with love for the Kelce connection, sharing clips and gushing over the family's bond. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, two of the world's most high-profile figures, have been dialing back the public glare in 2025. After a whirlwind 2024, with Taylor's record-breaking eras, tours, and Travis's NFL stardom, the couple has chosen a quieter path, cutting back on public appearances to savor normal moments together. A source told Us Weekly that their relationship, while rock solid, draws intense attention, pushing them to prioritize private time. But there's no trouble in paradise. Another insider told People that 2025 has been a turning point, with the couple finding a calm, grounding rhythm. They've been splitting their time between New York, Nashville, and secluded getaways, relishing the rare downtime. They're incredibly happy and in sync, the source said, noting that this slower season has deepened their bond. Want to keep up with their story? Hit that subscribe button, Jason added, before diving into the next segment. As autumn looms, Taylor is thrilled about attending Travis's NFL games without the chaos of her tour schedule. The past 2 seasons were a marathon of international performances and long flights, with stolen moments squeezed in wherever possible. It wasn't easy, but they made it work, a source shared, adding that this fall will be a game-changer. With no tour commitments, Taylor plans to cheer Travis on at as many Kansas City Chiefs games as possible. Excited to show up consistently. The Chiefs, meanwhile, are gearing up for a redemption arc in the 2025 NFL season. After a crushing 42-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, Travis, reflecting on the game, admitted the moment he knew it was over was when the Eagles pulled their defensive starters. "It got ugly quick," he said, recalling how Philadelphia's lead surged to 34-0 after a field goal and a 46-yard touchdown to Devonta Smith in the third quarter. Despite a late Chiefs touchdown, the gap was too wide. Travis, ever the competitor, said he never considered giving up, but the score and clock told a different story. Retirement, however, wasn't on his mind. He's ready to charge into the new season with fire. Back at the Rhode Island mansion, that 4th of July night stood as a testament to Taylor and Travis's ability to carve out joy amid their high-profile lives.